What is going on, everybody? So we are here with a Valguero resource guide. So I'm going to show you guys everything and where you can find all the resources that you're probably looking for in Valguero. So I have a list here. I'm going to be showing you guys exactly where to find metal, oil, silica pearls, obsidian, organic polymer, crystal, cementing paste, plant species X, and even giant bee honey. So if you guys need any of that, stick around for the video. I'm going to kind of, I guess, put it into groups. So there are certain locations that have a bunch of resources. So before each location, I'm gonna have like a pop-up on screen of what resources are in that location. So if you want, just skip throughout the video, quickly skip, and you can find out before I go over the location. I'm gonna have like which resource is gonna pop up on the screen, so like a picture of metal or whatever. So just to help you guys, find whatever you need, and then you can go along with your day. But yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and like if this did help you at all. But yeah, guys, let's get into it. All right, guys, so the first resource is metal. So metal, it looks like this on Valguero, much different than every single other map. So I mean, it's a little bit harder to find, but honestly, you can find it in some locations, and when you do find it, you find a bunch of it. So I kind of went around the entire freaking map, guys, and I've only found a few locations where you can find large amounts of metal, and this is one of the locations. So let me put on my GPS here, around 81.5, 97.5, and it looks like it's kind of on the right side of the map. All right, so if you want to get a GPS, come out here. There is going to be a lot of metal nodes. So look, you got metal all along this entire cliff going up here, and there's a lot of these really rare metal nodes where you can get a ton of metal from them. Just go up to them with a metal pickaxe, start mining them, boom, you got your metal. So this is the first location. I'm gonna go to the next location where you can find a bunch of metal. All right, guys, so here is location 2 if you want to get a bunch of metal. So once again, this is in the bottom right hand part of the map, and it also is in the chalk biome. So if you don't know where this is, just go to the chalk biome, go to the very edge where the cliffs are, and go to these coordinates on the GPS, and you will find it. If you go along the cliffs, you will find so much metal. Like, look at this, it is incredible. You've got probably thousands and thousands of metal, and on top of that, this is where you're going to want to find all of your obsidian. So you can see right there, we have a bunch of obsidian nodes. Just go up to them with a pickaxe if you're new to the game, and just mine them. Make sure it's a metal pickaxe also. So that's where you find a bunch of metal and a bunch of obsidian also. And I've also noticed that around this area, let me just speed up the time, if you come up to the top here, you can find a bunch of ovises. I just found one. Let me see if it's still up here. Not sure if it's still up here. Well, it's not up here anymore. I don't know where it went. But there are also a bunch of ovises up here. So if you come up here, look around, and you need mutton, once again, this is a great spot to find ovises. And also, if you come down to the bottom of the cliff, you'll also find a bunch of metal. So there's so much metal on this little cliff. So just come over to this area, and you can find a bunch of metal that you're going to need to start building your base. All right, so for this next area, we're in the tundra biome. So if you look on the map, we're kind of towards the center of the left-hand side. And as you can see, there is a little bit of metal around here and a lot of obsidian. So if you guys need to find a metal or obsidian, go ahead and come to this area. You can see the coordinates on the screen right now. And if you look around here, there's some pretty good locations. Right here is a great location. And you can see that there's even a little bit more metal over there. And just come to this location, you'll find a bunch of metal throughout these little tiny cliffs here, and you can see there's even more. So this is probably one of the best locations if you want to build a base, just because the amount of argents and metal and just everything around here, you can really get set up pretty quickly on here. Alright, guys, so this is going to be a little bit of a double area. So in this area, I'll pull up the coordinates right now. It's in the redwood once again, and it's towards the bottom left-hand corner of the map. And if you go to this area and you find this little pond, it looks just like this. You will see around the pond, you have a bunch of metal. So if you want to build a base in this area, that would be perfect. And then also in the bottom here, you can see that there is a swamp. And if you go into the swamp, you can see that there is Here it is, some plant species X right there, you can see. So if you guys need some plant species X, come to the swamp, boom, go ahead and collect that plant, and you're gonna get a bunch right from that. So it's a little bit of a double whammy here. You got metal and you got plant species, so you could definitely set up a base around here in the redwoods. But anyways, let's move on to the next location. All right guys, so we have another location here. It's at these coordinates. I have like 10 times speed on, so it's really fast right now. Actually, I'm gonna slow it down. But anyways, if you come to these coordinates, it's kind of in the top, right in the top of the map, right around there, as you can see. That's where I'm at, and if you want to come here, you know, you can find a bunch of crystal, okay, first spot. You can also find a huge oil node right in the middle of this little mountain area, right, but you can't see any metal, and the thing is, which is perfect for a base location, there is oil nodes down here, but there's also metal all the way, where is it? Let me see, right there. So the metal is on the side of the mountain, meaning if you make a base up on top, it's perfect because you can go down, get the metal, and your foundations aren't going to affect the metal at all. They'll still spawn. So this is perfect. You have a bunch of nodes right there. And if you even go around the mountain, you can find a few more scattered. So this is where you find metal, oil, and crystal, an amazing spot to find. What the heck? That thing is sick. Is that a... That looked like a tech giga for a second. Wow, that's crazy. Anyways, let's get on to the next location. All right, guys, so I have another great location if you want to find metal and cementing paste. Both of them you're going to need to make a metal base, so this is amazing. Go ahead to this spot right here. This is what it looks like on the map. Right around... Looks like right around here, this area on the map. If you come here and you look around, if you see like these little tiny rock formations, in one of them there is a bunch. So there's also a beehive, I believe, right here. Did I say, what is this? Yep, so you can get honey from this. If you go to there, you can get some giant honey. I know a lot of people are probably going to be looking for that. But anyways, oh crap, now I have the bees around me. But yeah, there's a bunch of metal right around here. You can see probably at least like 20 or so nodes. But then if you go a little bit farther and you go over to where like the water is, you can see that there is a bunch of beaver dams. So there's only one right here, and if you go inside you can get cementing paste, but there's also beavers, meaning that there's going to be a bunch spawning around here, and you know, you can get one too. That's almost 500 cementing paste just from one dam. So come to this area, you can get a lot of freaking cementing paste and metal, so it's an amazing area. All right guys, so this next location is perfect for a few things. The first is organic polymer. So if you see right there where... Okay, and they got eaten. So pretty much there were a few penguins over here on the sides of where this little pond is. So go to these coordinates right here. If you look on the map, it's towards the top left of the map. In the snow biome, you will find penguins right around, here's one right there. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we got a penguin right here. You can see there's penguins. Go ahead and hit them with, you know, a sword, whatever. Kill them, and then collect them with a club to get the most amount of organic polymer as you can. Also, you'll probably find them swimming around in here. You can see there's a few swimming around. But yeah, so that's where you get organic polymer at this location. And the best thing about this location is on top of that, there's also, oh wow, look at that. There's a whole freaking pack of them over there. But there's also an oil node around here and a few more if you just look around this little pond, and also some crystals. So come ahead to this location, and I believe there's actually metal here too. Is this metal? And there's metal. Oh my god. So this location is really good if you want to make a base, because you have all the basic resources. I think you might even have obsidian right here. If this is obsidian, this is the best location. Oh my god. All right, we got... Yo, what? And there's pearls? Alright guys, I just found the best base location in the freaking map. Okay, if you want every single resource right next to your base, I didn't even realize there were that many. Come to this pond, okay? This pond is absolutely phenomenal. If you make a base like on the cliff or something just near here, I might even make a base in here. You can find literally almost every single resource that you really need. You know, you got metal, oil, crystal, and there's even more crystal in some other areas around here, which I'm going to show you. But yeah, come to this base location. You can pretty much find everything you need. All right, so this next one you guys are going to be really happy about because these are actually pretty hard to find, and I finally found them. So if you go ahead to the tundra biome, and once again it's towards the left hand side, right around the middle area. If you come here and you look in these little rivers, you will find beavers. So just look around in any of these rivers, and I just found a couple of beavers right here. I just spawned in the map not too long ago, so they haven't had a chance to make any dams yet. But when you find wild beavers, you know that there is going to be dams, and that means cementing paste. So if you come to this area, you will get a bunch of cementing paste. And also on top of that, if you come to this area, you're gonna find these little tiny nodes that look just like this. And what these nodes are oil veins. So you can't mine them if you go up to them, but what you can do is go ahead and put an oil pump. So if you get an oil pump, it looks like this. You can either get these from supply drops or you can craft one, but you go ahead, put the oil pump on it like this. Maybe someone will already have an oil pump on it and it'll make it easier for you to get oil. But just go up to them, look in its inventory, and you'll find a bunch of oil as soon as it starts to pump it. So this area is really good for both oil and cementing paste. So go ahead and come to these coordinates. Once again, this is what they look like. So this next location, you can find silk, you can find mutton, and you can also find silica pearls. So, and also cactus. I mean, there's so many things and so many resources in this location. So this location is, if you look at the GPS, 89.190. If you go on the map, it's towards the bottom of the map, the bottom right. And if you do go to the bottom right of the map, over here, there's so many different things. So let's get into what is here. So first you have silk, obviously. You go up to these purple flowers, and if you just collect them real quick, you will get a ton of silk. So, I mean, it takes a little bit, and then you can see there's silk from there. Also, oh, Jesus. Oh, wow, no, don't. Ah, crap, it's eating my ovis. Well, the second thing was going to be the ovis, guys. So there are a bunch of ovises around here. You can see there's one right there. And then if you come over here, there's another one. So there's a bunch of ovis around here if you want to get mutton. And then also, like I was saying before that thing freaking killed my ovis. And then before I was interrupted by that raptor attacking my ovis, one of the other things is the cactus here. So you can see there's cactus plant here. You can get some cactus sap by collecting. And then there's also the cactus plant where you can go up and mine it and get cactus. So there's a few cactus around here, all scattered out everywhere. But the last thing that I want to show you guys is some pearls. So inside the water around here, you can see there are pearls. There's a good amount of pearls. You get almost, it looks like 42 just from this little area. So that's pretty good if you want to come here, get some pearls, And then there's also clay. I don't really know if anyone wants clay, but if you want clay, here you go. So this location is really good for a bunch of different resources. So anyways, let's go ahead and go on to the next location where I'm going to show you guys where to get even more stuff. Alright, so here's another location if you want to find a bunch of silica pearls. So go to these coordinates right here. It's towards the bottom of the map once again in the redwoods. And if you go into here, you can see, boom, you just have so many. So you just go up to them, collect them, and you get a bunch. So go ahead inside of here. You can find a few more if you want to come to the redwoods. Alright guys, so I have just found another really good location, and this is for silica pearls. So go ahead to the redwoods biome, and if you look on the GPS, those are the coordinates. And it's right around the bottom of the map, the bottom right-ish of the map, a little bit more towards the center. But pretty much if you go into this huge pond at these coordinates, you will find there is so much silica pearls, or silica pearls. I don't know how you guys pronounce them, but pretty much you can see there's a bunch of them shining in the water. And let me just speed it up real quick. If you go up to them, and you can see those are silica pearls, you just collect them, and boom, you're gonna get a ton, probably a few hundred just from this little lake right here. So go ahead to this lake, and it's a great spot for you guys to get a bunch of silica pearls. Alright guys, so another really good location if you want to find some silica pearls, or silica pearls, go ahead to this location right here on the map. It's kind of like right there ish. So if you want to come to this location, you'll find a bunch of silica pearls. Look ahead right in this pond. You can see, boom, you got a few right there. And then if you come up here, I don't believe there's any in this pond. You guys can check when you come up here. But there could be beavers spawning in this pond. I wouldn't be surprised if there are. So if you're looking for some silica pearls, oh yeah, I think there are some pearls. Yeah, there's some pearls in there. So you can see there are some pearls right inside here in this upper pond too. So definitely come to this area. There might be beavers spawning here depending on if anyone's got the dams yet. Nothing spawned here yet for me, but it looks like a great spot for beavers to spawn in. And also there are a bunch of silica pearls, so come to this location if you need those. Alright guys, so once again, another amazing spot if you want to find some silica pearls. This is probably the best location so far if you want to come here with some scuba and get the most that you can. Come right here, okay? This is towards the top right corner of the map. Go to this location and you will find in this pond right here so many pearls. You can see just skimming over. You can see a bunch in there. So this is a really great location if you want to find a bunch of pearls. Alright guys, so this is going to be the last location for this video. I went over so many different locations that you can find metal. You can pretty much find everything. And you can see that there are some more metal nodes at this location right here. This is on the GPS on the map. I want to say it's right around this area. And for most of the map, if you go... Oh, my Siri just activated. If you go around the map, pretty much you can see that on most of the mountains, you know, like the little hills and stuff, you're not gonna find any metal, and it's really rare. So, you know, if you go to like one of these huge mountains, like one of the bigger ones in the middle of the map, you'll find there's quetzals around, there's obsidian, metal, there's even some crystals scattered throughout. So I want to show you, like, you can see right there on that mountain, there's a ton. But then if we go over to like this mountain, which is right across from it, there's an alpha right there. You can see there's even more metal. So it's only on, like, I want to say on the mountains that are like really, really big that you're going to find metal. And even and even some of these mountains, you're not going to find a lot. Like this one right here, there's nothing on top of it, but there's only some around the sides. So if you want to get a lot of metal, I do recommend going to one of the spots mentioned in the video, because I went around the entire map and there's not a lot of metal unless you're in one of these locations. All the other metal, like, there's nothing like scattered throughout the map. You know, there's not like one node here, one node here. It's in specific locations that I went over in today's video. So I mean, if you want to look around, you can. I probably missed one or two spots, but other than those few spots that I missed, guys, all the spots that I covered in this video are where you're gonna find all the resources that you want to get. So let's say you want some silica pearls, go to this video, you know, go back and find where I you know, I showed the GPS. Go to these locations, because it's not worth your time searching throughout the map, because I already did it for you guys, and trust me, those are the best locations if you want to find any resources. So in today's video, let me see what I even went over here. I went over metal, oil, silica pearls, obsidian, organic polymer, crystal, cementing paste, and plant species X. So that's where you're gonna find everything, guys. And I know crystal, I only found like 1 or 2 locations for it, which is really weird because it's kind of rare. But if you want to find even more crystal, you can go into different caves. If you want to find the caves, they're gonna be along this middle river. You're gonna see them, trust me. So if you want to find some caves, just go along this river right here. And also, if you guys want to find crystal that's like above ground, you can go over to any of the mountains. You're gonna find some around the mountains, so just check there. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for every single location or, you know, place where you can find resources in the map. So if you have any questions, make sure to let me know in the description. I'm gonna try to answer all of your questions. And also a little bit of an announcement. All right, so my servers, they've been active. I'm gonna start doing admin events on them. Check out in the description how to join my servers. They're on Xbox only for console players, so make sure you guys check them out. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Like I said, have any questions, comment down below. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video, hopefully soon. Peace.